cypress tree, trying to get that pattern going. Now see, isolated cypress tree, which is perfect. Isolated cover, I love it. But instead of just getting on my trolling motor and getting a good position where I can get a good angle, make a good cast, I get lazy, make a long flip, get hung up, so I ruin the tree. Or if I would have got bit, I'm so far from the cover that I'm in a bad position to set the hook, or I'm in instead of taking advantage of it and getting it done the right way, I got lazy and ruined a good piece of cover. So tip of the day, don't be lazy. Fish correctly. Good technique, good tactics. That's a big difference from being a dude in first place or catching your personal best, or being a dude at the tackle store that always misses them. Fishing these cypress trees is fun. I like it. It's heavy cover. Physical fishing. But to do this kind of fishing, whether it's heavy grass or heavy wood, today it's heavy wood, but the important thing in heavy cover is the right equipment. Big line, big rods, big hooks, so that you can win the battle in that heavy cover when you hook up with one. My personal preference, I like a 7.6 to a 7.8 heavy action rod. Something that I can handle, half ounce or 3/4 ounce weights a lot of times I'm flipping. But too, when I catch a fish out of heavy cover, I can control the fish and pull him out of the cover. I'm not getting, I can move him out. I don't want the cover to overpower me. I want to be able to move that fish out as fast as possible and get him in the boat. 7.8 to 7.6, I like that length. I like the way it lets me handle line. I'm not in the bind trying to handle that line on the hook sets or feeling that line, feeling that bait as I'm fishing. For reels, I like a 7-to-1, 8-to-1 reel. Something with a good drag I can lock down. Solid drag is the most important thing. When it comes to a reel, this is a KastKing Bassinator Elite. Two things I like about this reel, personally for me. One is the size. I can get it in my hand and palm it. So I got reel and rod in my hand. That's really important to me. And another thing I like about this reel is the drag. I can tighten that drag down real tight. So when I set the hook, nothing's moving. That's where the big line comes in. 50-pound braid. It's not going to break. There's nothing. Fit to break, you have to tie it to 2 pickup trucks and pull it apart. So breaking off a fish is not a thought in my mind, so I'm not scared to put it in that heavy cover. So I got big line that's not breaking. I got a big rod that I can move fish out of heavy cover. I got a good reel that's comfortable with the drag lock down. I got all the ingredients to go in the heavy cover where the fish live. And once I get bit, I can get him out of the cover and get him in the boat. Another thing, an important thing that I think when fishing heavy cover with big tackle is when you get that bite and you hook that fish out of a tree, out of pads, or whatever type of cover he's in, it should be generally a short cast or a short flip. So when I get into the cover, I get the bite. When I set the hook, I'm leaning and reeling, getting him out of the cover. I'm not fighting the fish in the cover. I'm leaning and reeling. I'm either going to get him out of the cover, or I'm going to pin him up and go get him. But if I get him out of the cover and he's coming, I'm not fighting the fish on a flipping stick like I would a crankbait. I'm reeling him until I get him to the boat. Then I may loop-de-loop with him at the boat to get a good angle to lip him. Or I may just keep his momentum coming and boat flip him. I'm not, with big tackle and heavy cover, there's no reason to fight a fish to the boat. Lean and reel, and get him in it. That's the fun part about it for me is you get big tackle, big line, big hooks, big everything, and you bullet fish around. That's what's fun. I'm out of breath just talking about it. I get excited. I like it. But I can't lie. I do like to I like a little finesse fishing sometimes. 8 and 10 pound fluorocarbon. That's fun too, from time to time. But if I had to choose my way, this would be it. Flipping, frogging, bullet fishing. See that cast right there? That was about keeping them honest. Talking about keeping them honest. I do what might work. You know, for the most part, I do what I think is going to work. Base of these cypress trees, outside cypress trees. That's what I'm thinking is the pattern. So that's what I'm spending most of my time on. But I want to keep them honest. So I want to flip. I want to flip in some pads every now and then. I want to make a cast way back in the woods, just to keep them honest, just to make sure I'm not missing a pattern, an obvious pattern that I'm going to miss just because I thought something was right. A lot of times you can put the pieces of the puzzle together, but sometimes you're dead wrong. So if you just kind of do what you think is right, but keep testing other stuff, that pattern should show up. That's a good one. That's that frog that you like.